Hey guys, this is the Clear English Corner, and I'm Keenyn, your personal American English pronunciation coach. Well, it's October, and it's officially fall. This is absolutely my favorite time of year. So in honor of this fabulous season, this lesson focuses on 10 common phrasal verbs and idioms with the word fall. And bonus, since this word ends in the dark L sound, it gives us a great opportunity to practice articulating this tricky sound, as well as linking the dark L to other sounds. So let's dive in. First, a little practice with the word fall and its past tense partner, fell. So remember, when L comes at the end of a word or syllable, it's articulated differently than L at the beginning of a word or syllable. L at the beginning of a word or syllable is called the light L, and it's articulated with the tip of the tongue behind the top front teeth. The back of the tongue is down. Light, love, live. With the dark L sound, all the action happens with the back of the tongue or the root of the tongue. As you make the dark L sound, the back of the tongue pulls back and down. Oh, oh. If this is a tricky sound for you, you'll definitely want to check out this lesson where we talk all about how to make the dark L. But a few quick tips to help you get this sound. It can be helpful to think of creating space in the back of the mouth between the root of the tongue and the soft palate here at the back of the roof of the mouth. Think like you have a golf ball or something stuck here in the back of the mouth and you need to make space for it. And you need to pull the tongue down and back. Oh, oh. Also, if you put your hand here where your neck and head meet, you can feel the muscles contracting as the tongue moves down and back to make the dark L sound. Fall, all, fall, fell, fell. All right, hopefully those tips are helping you to articulate the dark L. Let's try this sound in some phrasal verbs and idioms. First up, fall through. Fall through. When something falls through, it fails to happen. And we use this phrase a lot when talking about plans. We were supposed to meet up for dinner, but our plans fell through. Fell through. Fell through. Now I want you to notice how that dark L sound flows right into the TH at the beginning of through. Fell through. Fell through. Here's the thing. The L sound is a continuous consonant, meaning you can make that sound as long as you have breath in your lungs. Fell through. When a word ends in a continuous sound, you want to keep that sound flowing right into the consonant of the next word. Fell through. What you don't want to do is stop that sound. Fell through. Fell through. That ends up sounding choppy and unnatural. You want to keep that continuous L going right into the TH. Fell through. Fell through. We were supposed to meet up for dinner, but our plans fell through. The contract on the house fell through. The contract on the house fell through. Fall off. Fall off. When something falls off, it means the amount or the number becomes less. Business tends to fall off during the summer months. Fall off, fall off. So here we have the dark L sound linking over in front of a word that starts with a vowel. Off, off, fall off. And something interesting happens here. So fall, the dark L sound, my tongue is coming down and back for that dark L. Fall, then it's coming up, the tip of the tongue is coming up. Fall off. For a light L in front of the word off, making it sound like loff, loff. Listen close. Fall off, fall off. Do you hear how the sounds are linking together? Business tends to fall off during the summer months. Our sales really fell off last month. Our sales really fell off last month. Fall apart. Fall apart. To fall apart means to become very emotional and you can't act or function in the normal way. This can happen as a result of extreme grief or sadness. When her dad died, she completely fell apart. Fell apart. Fell apart. So here again we have the dark L linking over in front of a vowel sound, the schwa, apart. Fell apart. So the back of the tongue is coming down and back for the dark L, fell, and then the tip of the tongue is coming up, fell apart, fell apart. So that apart sounds like lapart, lapart, fell apart. When her dad died, she completely fell apart. To fall apart can also mean to fail or stop working. The entire plan fell apart. The entire plan fell apart. Fall into place. Fall into place. So when something falls into place, it means it starts to fit together or become organized or make sense. Once I knew the truth, things began to fall into place. Fall into. Fall into. So again, that dark L linking over in front of the vowel I and into, fall into, making the word sound like linto, linto, except listen again, the word into is becoming into, into. That to is reducing down to ta. Fall into, fall into, fall into place. Once I knew the truth, things began to fall into place. After 6 months in the new house, things are finally beginning to fall into place. Fall into someone's lap. When something falls into someone's lap, it means something's been received unexpectedly or without any effort. This new position just fell into my lap. Again, we've got fell into, fell into, fell into my lap. This new position just fell into my lap. He doesn't even try. Everything just falls into his lap. He doesn't even try. Everything just falls into his lap. Fall into the wrong hands. Fall into the wrong hands. If something falls into the wrong hands, it means it's been acquired by someone who's not supposed to have it, who may use it for nefarious or evil purposes. Please, keep this information to yourself. I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Again, fall into, fall into, fall into the wrong hands. We don't want this weapon to fall into the wrong hands. We don't want this weapon to fall into the wrong hands. Take the fall. Take the fall. To take the fall means to take the blame for something someone else did. This is your fault, and I won't take the fall. This is your fault, and I won't take the fall. He did it, but she took the fall. He did it, but she took the fall. Fall for, fall for. You can fall for someone or something. If you fall for someone, it means you're starting to love them or become infatuated with them. He fell for her in 5 minutes. Fell for, fell for. 2 things here. Notice how that dark L sound, I'm going to continue that sound, the dark L, right into the F consonant for the word for. Fell for. Then the word for is reducing to fur, fur, fur. Fell for, fell for. He fell for her in 5 minutes. She always falls for the wrong guy. She always falls for the wrong guy. And notice how for and the come really quick in that sentence. For the. She always falls for the wrong guy. Now, to fall for something means to be deceived by something, usually a lie. I told them there weren't any cookies left and they fell for it. Again, fell for, fell for, fell for it. I told them there weren't any cookies left and they fell for it. I can't believe he fell for it. I can't believe he fell for it. Fall short. Fall short. When something falls short, it doesn't reach the desired amount or the standard. The final product fell short of my expectations. Fell short. Fell short. Again, I'm holding that dark L sound, continuing it right into the SH at the beginning of the word short. Fell short. Fell short. The final product fell short of my expectations. We fell short of our goal by $1,000. We fell short of our goal by $1,000. Fall off the radar. Fall off the radar. When something falls off the radar, it's being ignored or forgotten in favor of something more important or more significant. I've been so busy getting the house ready to sell that everything else fell off my radar. Fell off. Fell off. Again, we have that dark L linking over in front of the word off, making off sound like loff, loff. Fell off, fell off, fell off my radar. I was so busy getting the house ready to sell that everything else just fell off my radar. They had a hit single in the 90s, then completely fell off the radar. They had a hit single in the 90s, then completely fell off the radar. So there you have it, 10 phrasal verbs and idioms with the word fall to honor this fabulous season. Remember, if you need more help with the dark L and getting that sound established, be sure to check out this lesson. I have a link for you in the video description. And if that L at the beginning of words and syllables is giving you trouble, I've got a lesson for that too. Again, I have a link for you in the video description. And finally, definitely visit the Clear English Corner website for written definitions of all our phrasal verbs used in today's lesson, as well as all our practice sentences. Again, a link for you in the video description. That's all for now. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.